What's up, Militia? It's Austin Oaks from theHockeyMilitia.com, checking out the never-before-seen Easton V-Series hockey sticks. So there's a lot of hype around these guys, and we're so happy to be able to try these out. You guys have seen me shooting on the videos previously a little bit. I was testing out both of them. I kind of give you an idea about how I was shooting with it and whatnot, so check those out too. But kind of a breakdown of these sticks. So this is the new V-Series. They're going to go away from the previous RS2 and the Mako 2 sticks. But they're going to be very similar in some ways, but a lot different in other ways. So I'm sure you guys have seen these sticks, the Stanley Cup playoffs and whatnot. These are completely blacked out, but this is what all the pros were using. So this is the new graphic that they're going to be using right now. It's two different hockey sticks now. So this is going to be the V9. This is going to be similar to what the Mako is. By similar, there's a little bit differences, but that's the feel to it. This is the V9E. This is similar to the RS2 because of the elliptical taper shaft right here. And so it's called the V9E, okay? So we'll go into the V9E first. The V9E, the difference about this and the RS2 is that they actually thin the walls on the inside of the taper right here, the elliptical shaft. Reason being is because they found that a good technology and a carbon weave, they can actually replace that and take a little bit out of it and lighten it and also bring down the kick point much, much lower on the shaft. Previously, like the RS would have your load and release from down here, right, as far as the flex point goes. Now that they thin out the walls, it drops it down that much further. So the release off this thing is ridiculous. It puts it farther back in your stance. That way you get that really quick pop and quick snap off of it. So moving on down here, we're actually going to be using a new toe too. It's staggered rib technology. So basically there's ribs in it that make it a lot more stiff. Because the technology that they're trying to use now and what they're trying to teach by Scott Bugstad, he's one of the guys that's innovating the hockey sticks and the curves of what we're using now. We're trying to change the way of thinking of shooting. Previously, back in the day, we'd shoot from the back and roll it all the way forward and shoot it off, right? Now, we're actually finding that there's more flex use in the blade right here, so you can use the flex of this part, and also the flex of the upper shaft to really get one booming shot, right? So what this is, so this is the E28 curve. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. What we want to have you do is, it's a dual lie technology, so we want to have you catch the passes on this lie, and you're sitting at 44 degrees right here, 44.5, and then when you bring the puck in, and you're going to be shooting off that front foot for snappers, your stick is actually coming off the ice, okay? You want to be on the first 6 inches of this guy right here. That's going to really utilize the kick and punch of the stick, because if you think about it, kind of like a diving board, let's just say, if you're starting right here, you want to get to the diving boards, the very part where it flexes the most, to get the most height off of it, right? As opposed to jumping back here where you're not going to get much going off of it. You want to be able to really bend the board. So this is what that's going to do, is you're going to slide that energy transfer all the way down here, and that's going to utilize the flex of this stick. So this is the E28 curve. So that's about it for the V9E series. Lower kick point, new hyper toe technology, awesome, awesome, awesome stick. I love it. Next is the V9 series. This is replacing the Mako 2 essentially. So you guys are going to be really excited about this. A lot of people remember all the SE16 hockey sticks, right? Amazing performance, but also very, very durable. So this is kind of what it's going to mimic. It's lighter with the same taper as the previous Mako, so if you've used it, I definitely recommend sticking with it. But still same technology, just thicken the walls a little bit, but it's still lighter, so a lot more durability, great for snapshots, great for defensemen also too. This is the new E36 curve, actually. Kind of hard for you guys to tell, I'm sure. But this is what I use. So the E36 curve is kind of like a little bit more mild curve compared to the E28. It's a little bit more of a flatter curve. The E28 has a little bit more toe push into it. So there's a little bit more of a curve towards the end of the toe. So it's also dual-eye technology. We're talking about catching passes here, releasing off of here. So same technology. It's awesome stuff. So these are, like I said, are the brand new hockey sticks from Easton. They're great. I love them. You guys are going to love these things. They're coming out August 23rd, which is actually in the next few days here. So you guys will have to definitely check it out. And a recommendation that I would give to you guys, after using the sticks a decent amount of times and whatnot, I would actually recommend for the V9E series, so it's replacing the RS2, right? The V9E with the elliptical taper. What they did is, since they actually reduced the walls in here and the kick is a lot lower, I would highly recommend stepping up a whole flex. I usually use an 85 flex. I actually stepped up to 100 flex on it because that kick is so low it almost feels a little bit too whippy. But at the same time, once you go up to the 100, it gives you the benefit of having the incredibly low kick to it, but also stiffens up the shaft a little bit so it feels like an 85 essentially. So that's what I would really recommend doing. Give it a shot. If you have an opportunity to shoot it first, I would definitely recommend it, but it's kind of been a consistent thing. One of the interns kind of mentioned that as far as being more helpful because I felt a little bit more whip on it than I would have normally thought. But he's like, yeah, it's a lower kick. It's pretty awesome, right? Just step up to 100 and it'll be fine. And it's absolutely amazing. So we'd really love to hear you guys' feedback on this. These are the new sticks. V-Series, Easton V9E. and V9 series, okay? If you guys have any questions, let me know. Looking forward to hearing your feedback. We'll talk to you soon, Militia. Take care.